My name is Jana Bendzalova from Slovakia from the company ENB. As part of the ALDREN project, we developed a methodology and protocol for evaluating the thermal comfort. The goal is to report this indicator in the energy performance certificate along with the energy use. I will talk about this indicator in my presentation. The ALDREN project finished in 2020. ALDREN supports investment in deep renovation by targeting key building stakeholders, owners and consultants, and investment decisions from the financial sector. ALDREN proposed a transparent, consistent, common European-wide assessment framework and common European certificate to trigger a more ambitious renovation by inclusion of improved sustainability metrics in certifications and by using the decision supporting protocols and tools. 8 European partners were working together to increase the building energy renovation rate and quality. ALDREN project provides two reporting tools, European Voluntary Certificate and Building Renovation Passport, and it consists of 4 standalone modules: energy rating and targets, energy verification by measured energy, comfort and well-being, and cost, value and risk. I will talk about the ALDREN energy rating and related indicators. Calculation methodology is based on science standards. Hourly calculation step is mandatory and indicators compliant with EPBD levels and European taxonomy are included in ALDREN voluntary certificate. Rating and energy classes are based on European standard in ISO 50003 and the relative scale based on ratio to reference point is set with absolute values for 3 climates for office buildings and hotels. The EPC Recast project aims to adapt ALDREN to residential buildings. And why is it necessary to evaluate the thermal comfort associated with calculated energy? The Energy Performance of Building Directive requires that the energy performance of buildings also takes into account the indoor climate. As you can see in this figure, the indoor temperature in office building without cooling system differs for an old building before renovation and after renovation to nearly zero energy building level. Or it differs also for building with and without cooling. And this should be expressed and evaluated in some way in energy performance certificate. The aim of evaluation of the thermal comfort associated with calculated energy is to notify when a better energy rating is caused by a poorer indoor environment, because the energy use of a building may be lower if the system is not installed, for example, building without cooling, or if system is not properly taken into account in the energy calculation. The thermal comfort score reported together with the energy makes visible the link between calculated energy and the indoor environmental quality. This allows to valorize a good design using passive solutions, leading to low energy consumption while ensuring a good thermal comfort. This is very important in the case of a scale based on fixed absolute values or in the case of fixed targets for the definition of nearly zero energy building, such as in the Commission recommendation or as proposed for the definition of zero emission buildings in the EPBD revision proposal. So what is the ALDREN thermal comfort score? Using the hourly calculation step, the indoor temperature is calculated while the thermal comfort is kept for each hour if the system is installed and used. This is reflected in the calculated value of energy use. The ALDREN thermal comfort score is indicator based on indoor operative temperature from energy performance calculation in hourly step and the distribution of occupancy hours into indoor environmental quality categories according to European standard EN 16798-1. The score is reported for each season separately. for winter, summer, spring, fall in order to indicate the potential period of discomfort, and it is also reported the overall thermal comfort score. This score doesn't reflect the real comfort in the specific rooms, but the conditions assumed for energy calculation, so that it provides link between energy class in Energy Performance Certificate and related indoor environmental quality. This ALDREN method will be included in the revision of this European standard, which will start in September 2022. This indicator shows the influence of the thermal quality of the building envelope, systems, and of the overall design of the building on the thermal comfort and climate resilience. It evaluates winter, summer, spring, autumn periods under the same conditions as used in the energy calculation. It means for the same operating hours, the same set point and setback temperatures, and systems on and off during the seasons. In the picture, you can see an example of the improvement of the thermal comfort score after renovation of the building to the nearly zero energy building level for all seasons and for the overall score. The percentage of hours in each category based on the temperature intervals in the standard is shown in the graphs. After the renovation, only a few operating hours can be seen in the worst category 4, while before the renovation 24 was in the worst category and beyond. This has an impact on health and well-being, increase the building's climate resilience and value, and thus motivate the owner to renovate the building. And this is also the aim of this indicator. The protocol for calculating the thermal comfort score is available in ALDREN deliverable D2.2. You must perform the following steps. Extract the hourly external temperature and internal operative temperature from energy simulation. Assign the hours during occupancy to the seasons winter, summer, spring, fall based on the outdoor running mean temperature. Divide the hours during occupancy into the indoor environmental quality categories based on intervals in EN 16798-1 and based on the hourly operative temperature, and then calculate the thermal comfort score based on the percentage of occupancy hours outside the intervals using formulas in ALDREN deliverable D2.2. You can see example of distribution of occupancy hours into 3 seasons in the presented figure. In this slide, you can see an example of calculation and reporting the distribution of occupancy hours into indoor environmental quality categories and an estimation of the score for winter heating season. You can see also an ALDREN proposal for reporting table and the ALDREN scale for this indicator expressed by different colors. It should be noted that the aim of a standard design and for standard building operation is not the best indoor environmental quality category 1, but the medium category 2. Several examples of the thermal comfort score as an indicator reported together with energy performance and energy class in the energy performance certificate templates are presented in this last slide. You can see an example from the ALDREN Voluntary European Certificate, the user certificate, and the EPC recast certificate proposal. After the revision, you will also find the procedures for this indicator in standards EN 16798-1 and in ISO standard 17772-1. Thank you very much for your attention.